Hi guys, Chad from Ultravape here today to talk to you about the Trident V2. Now the V2 breaks down into 4 pieces, which are going to consist of the adjustable airflow ring, which actually says Trident on it. The bottom piece that has the 3 posts, your negatives and your positive. The top cap that actually locks down the adjustable airflow ring, and then the upper portion of the actual Addy. It's going to come together like this. Your airflow ring, and then your locking mechanism. Now, if you have ever seen the Prometheus Genesis tank by Grand Vapor, it's pretty similar to the Trident V2. I like to say that this is just the top portion of the Prometheus. Now the differences that are significant from the V1 of the Trident is that there is only one O-ring on the bottom. I don't know if a lot of you had problems with your original Trident where it had 2 O-rings, so it was really hard to get off. And then you take your top cap off. Well, there wasn't enough room for wicks. Oftentimes you can, once you put together your build and you slide the top cap in, you adjust your airflow, and then you rip your wires or you cause a short. There's no problem with that on the V2 because you just slide it on. Once you slide it on, there's nothing that's going to be moving on the inside. It's going to be purely the adjustable airflow ring. The Trident V2 has several sizes that you can adjust to. To name a few, 1/16, 5/64, 3/32, and the biggest is going to land at 7/64. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to do a simple build on a Trident V2. Just as a Trident version 1 only needed a flathead screwdriver, that's the only tool you're going to need on the V2 as well. The setup as far as building pretty much goes exactly the same. You have your slotted posts. I usually tighten the outsides first just to hold my coils in place. That's not necessarily the way you guys have to build. Alright. Although on the V2 they did upgrade the insulator so it doesn't protrude as much upwards as the insulator did on the V1, I would still recommend just leaving a little space between your coils and then the bottom of the atomizer, just to be safe. I'm gonna test fire. Just to make sure everything's burning evenly. I have one side that's lagging. Alright. Everything looks pretty good. Now I can start trimming. Now remember, you don't have to trim as much this time around with the V2, because once you get your cap on, it's pretty much not coming off unless you're gonna be changing your build. So you can leave a little more wick in. Just measuring up. Alright, now when you're putting your cap on, since you're probably not going to want to move this around, you're going to want to line it up the way you want it from the start. According if you're maybe running 2 coils or just 1. Since I'm running 2, I'm going to use the 2 second biggest holes, which I believe are 3/32. And then you just adjust your ring accordingly. There it is. Now I'm going to show you the Trident V2 in action. Right now I have my holes fully open. You can partially close them halfway, 3/4, even less. It's all up to the actual vapor. And that is a Trident V2 in action.